Welcome to section 2 of the Drive Stakeholder Value ITIL 4 Specialist Certification Training Program. In this section, we are going to understand in detail the step 1 of the customer journey, which is the explore step. Before we get into details of this step, let us understand what explore means in the customer journey. As you can see here, there are 7 steps in the customer journey, beginning with explore, then proceeding with engage, offer, agree, onboard, co-create, and realize. Engage step is about targeting markets, understanding service providers and their offers, understanding service consumer and their needs. This journey, though it is mentioned as a customer journey, the provider is also involved in this journey. So therefore, in each step of this journey, we will see the role of the consumer as well as the provider. That's why we see understanding service providers and their offer is customer's job, whereas understanding service consumer and their needs is the provider's job. Consumer will identify, evaluate, and prioritize stakeholder needs, meaning stakeholders within the consumer organization. Next, explore the solutions by requesting help from the service provider. Decide to do this as per opportunities and how organization creates value. So in the explore step, the consumer organization has to understand the needs of their stakeholders and then explore the solutions by discussing with the service provider. But the first step would be to request the help rather than directly asking for the solution. And they will do this based on the opportunities and challenges within the consumer organization and based on how they are creating value. Provider, on the other hand, will need to understand the customer's needs, meaning the one who defines the requirements and is responsible for the outcomes of the service. And the provider also needs to understand what the customer values most in order to provide the service. Therefore, value is facilitated only when perceived value should be higher than service cost and risk. The entire concept of value in ITIL 4 revolves around the combination of value, meaning outcomes, costs, and risks. By the optimal balance of outcomes, costs, and risks, value is achieved. So if the risks are too much, if the cost is too much, even though the benefits or outcomes are more, but the value may be less. There should be knowledge and understanding of service needs before obtaining or providing it. There is no point in providing a service before understanding what the need is. Therefore, if you look at this overall, an organization needs to understand its purpose. Why does the organization exist? And it should understand what are the factors which are influencing it. There may be external factors, they may be influencing internal factors, which may be influencing the organization and its direction. And only then it can communicate its service needs to potential providers. Without understanding those needs, without understanding the influences internally and externally, or its purpose, the consumer organization cannot communicate its needs. And therefore, only then the consumer can make the right product decisions and the right service decisions. So let's go and explore this explore step. The syllabus includes the following: how to target markets and stakeholders, understand the characteristics of markets, marketing activities and techniques. So there's a bit of marketing also involved in this section. Know how to describe customer needs and internal and external factors that affect these. Identify service providers and explain their value propositions. The first thing, the characteristics of markets. Characteristics of market. Firstly, market segmentation. Market segmentation allows targeting customers with specific needs and desires, with common characteristics and similar products and service needs. Which means every segment has certain common characteristics. And each segment has similar product and service needs. And to understand this, market analysis and planning has to be performed. So market analysis and planning identifies potential service consumers. It explores the market size in potential volume and value. It identifies opportunities, threats, and competition. It improves communication with customers and markets. It helps allocate scarce resources. So market analysis is actually kind of a market assessment. It can be a qualitative assessment, meaning a subjective assessment, or it can be a more numerical or quantitative assessment. It should conclude in identification of the consumer segments, consumer expectations, their buying patterns maybe, their what are the trends in the market, what are the dynamics in the market, who are the competitors, who are the key players, are there any other economic factors which can impact resource allocations and so on. And every segment is unique. There may be a segment for a younger generation, there may be a segment for an older generation. So each segment is unique and it needs to be approached in a different way. And that's why in market analysis, the consumer has to be understood, and how the customers and consumers make decisions has to be understood. Generally, there are three factors when any segment is identified. If you look at marketing principles, there may be common needs within one segment. In a younger population, there may be common needs which are different from other groups. So that's how segmentation can be started, by looking at the common needs of a particular segment. A market is a subgroup of potential service consumers. Once again, subgroup of potential service consumers, which will be converted to actual consumers after further working with those potential consumers and negotiation and agreement with them. Characteristics-based segmentation. Segmentation can be done based on characteristics of the customer. This could be based on geography or demographics, behavior, or psychographics. For example, customers in the city versus customers in the suburbs may have different preferences. University students may have different preferences from other type of students. Customers may want, they may behave in a impulsive way. They want to get something immediately, irrespective of the price. On the other hand, some customers may carefully look at the pricing. And also, it may be psychological or psychographic. Some customers may prefer to buy organic food, and some may go with regular food, not necessarily organic. So that's known as a characteristics-based segmentation. Also, we have to know within each category. So if you look at geography, even in this category, further analysis will be necessary. There may be several geographies, and each geography has to be understood. Similarly, there may be several demographics. Each demographic has to be understood. Another way of segmentation or segregating customers can be needs-based. It is basically based on needs of the customer rather than characteristic-based, because different customers have different needs. Identify customers generating the most sales, explore customer satisfaction and why they buy specific products and services, perform an internal SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats analysis, which we will take a look at afterwards, categorize selected service consumers into market segments, prioritize market segments based on SWOT results. This is still segmentation. On the one hand, we have the characteristics-based segmentation. On the other hand, we have the needs-based segmentation. In the needs-based, it is still a kind of characteristic-based, but the focus is on less number of segments. It may be for the purpose of to check which customers buy more rather than by demography or geography or behavior. It is more about maybe there may be a certain population where most of the sales can happen, or so that's what it means. So these are the various ways to do needs based. Why are they buying a certain product? Eventually, it may end up that they are buying because of a specific needs. They may prefer to do things in an automated manner, irrespective of their demography or geography. So that's the meaning of needs based. Market segmentation may require extensive investigation, so focus only on a few. If there are too many segments identified, then there may be too many consumer relationships to deal with, which can become more challenging. Therefore, based on the resource capacity of the organization, certain number of segments will only be identified. And once certain number of segments can be clearly identified, much more analysis and research may be done with those consumer segments. Let us pause here for